Question is, unfunded pension liabilities, especially with municipalities and state workers and such. Boy, it's really difficult. I really wanted to end this on a high note, but that specter is one of the most frightening things that faces the state. It's a payment right now for the California, California government. It's only going to get bigger. It gets bigger next year. It's going to be bigger the year after that, and bigger year after that. And it's probably one of the biggest boots that we're waiting for to drop and come to the forefront of concerns. We talk about it here. You hear a little buzz about it now, but it's starting to gain momentum. But up to this point, it really hasn't been talked about. But that is one of the biggest threats to and biggest payments that the municipalities face, at least. And that's the very reason why Harrisburg did what they did and didn't do it. It was to pay their pension obligation. They said, we can't do it. We're shutting down. We're not going to pay it. So that is a legitimate risk and concern.
There's some interesting battlegrounds on this internationally. You may have read that I think it's France is raising their pension age from 60 to 62, and there's just outrage. So I don't blame them. Greece, I think, was raising theirs from 50 to 55 or 60 or something like that. But that's something that everybody knows about, but no one knows how to solve it without inflicting, making some very difficult decisions. To kind of talk about a different subject that we didn't talk about too much, but is the massive deficits, that are being run by the government. And there's a test case in England. Is Prime Minister Cameron, the new guy in there, is kind of shaking the tree and is basically going on a massive budget cuts to get things in order. And I don't know how it's going to play out.
It's worth following, though, isn't it?
It's worth following, and it's happening. You read about this stuff, and it's kind of a little tiny headline, but I think it's very important to see how that plays out, because that's something that we're going to be facing both in California and the country.
All of us will be around for a little while longer to answer your questions, but we do need to wrap this up and let some people go home. But thank you for coming. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better turnout than this. Thank you. Oh, Chuck wanted me to make sure that there's some cookies around here somewhere.
And hopefully some are chocolate.
Cookie? Chuck is a cookie monster. So thank you, and everybody have a good night and drive safely home. Thank you.